I'm talking to the Bud African dynamic sound. You see, world elite sound. Let me just give you up to date for those who are logging back in. One, he said he does his own thing. Two, he's answered Mystic a little bit and saying, or a lot, to say that, you know, it's not Irish or Chin who deals with the boat cruise, the Jamrock cruise. He went on the Jamrock cruise because he was asked by Junior Gong and those who K-Money 31, big up yourself, and those who Alan Ladd, big up yourself, Brandy, Steenie, those who whoever promote the cruise. On the cruise, he met Jack Scorpio, who was playing on the cruise. And when Jack Scorpio was on the cruise, he asked him, because he did such a great performance, he asked him to, you know, come over and play on his night, which he's taking full advantage of all of promotions and what needs to be to get his name and brand his name out there. So now we've reached the part where we're going now to Rebel Salute now. Yeah.
Just to correct you,
yes.
He invited me and Warrior.
Yes, and Warrior did not accept the invitation.
Yeah, Warrior, for some reason, he just said whatever, and I wasn't gonna turn that down.
Right.
Me as a refuge. My first time on the cruise, brother. If them tell me if you go into the kitchen and juggle, me go up there and make my name, you know, brother.
You're taking full advantage.
Full advantage, man. Full advantage. I'm not wasting that because, remember, it goes back to what I'm telling you. Not too long ago, I was just calling promoters like, yo, could I do the early warm-up? Even though I knew those sounds, those sounds that are clashing, I could damage them. But, yeah, I'm a big up Speedy. But, you know, it's about thinking smart, and I'm not doing it to please no sound, man. Right.
All right, so now you reached Rebel Salute, right?
Yeah.
So how was that? That was set up as a clash or just a feature?
When you look at the flyer, it says first time ever duplex showcase.
Right.
Right? And then what I did is, you see anything with duplet, you know, you can't trust no sound, you know, brother.
Okay.
That's rule number one.
Rule number one.
Dance, you can't trust no. So I talked to some of my artist friends because I have a group of artists that I'm friends with. I reason with them. So I was like, so what do you think I should do? Oh, you do? I want to you, man. You better go prepared, man. I want to you. I said, all right, cool. You know. So I went up there. If you notice, the first song up, they told us it was going to be a 30-minute thing. So I thought I was going to play 15 minutes and Jack was going to play 15 minutes. That's why my first two songs, I played them back to back. I didn't know it was tune for tune.
Right.
So when I did that, and I played the Yellow Man dub, which, thank God, turned over the whole ship, you know, the Zungu Zungu dub.
Yeah.
And Jack was like, that tune there work for you on the boat. This on the boat. That was my opportunity to turn it into a war. But I also have to be smart because this is Black Scorpio. This is not any ordinary sound.
Yes.
You have, you know, you gotta think like, okay, he's a well-respected human being in Jamaica.
Of course.
You cannot diss up them money. You can style them, but also in a respectful way. So I just found the opportunity to run with it. And I said, you know what? You know, say me kill Scorpio already. I did look at you, me I go kill now. And anybody that played any juggling dance or a clash in Jamaica, you will know Jamaican people love the clash, the teasing, the fuckery.
Yeah.
Call him out. I want you to call him out. You know, so and it was an experience. And when it came time to voting, I told Mutan, don't vote. Even though we all know who won. You know, it wasn't, to me, my job was done. All I wanted was to be on that Rebel Salute stage and 5 cameras, different angles, recording me on a clash, because once you go on YouTube, it will bust. And then I never got a chance to talk to on stage while on the cruise. And then on the Rebel Salute backstage, they came looking for me and we did an interview. And to me, my mission was always been to put the African sound clash movement on that level. Even though I know we are not ready yet as other African sounds, but it's to kind of let people know, like, yo, there's something happening back in Africa. So, you know, you guys gotta take a look at it. And it's, you know, it's
is reggae. I know roots and culture is gigantic in Africa. Now, can you take me to what a dance hall in Sudan or you know, any place in Kenya or wherever? Is it like, are they hearing the cartels and the Movados and the this and the that, or is it, you know, more roots and culture based?
You have to be careful, you know. It's actually South Sudan, because Sudan is a different country. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, it's nothing is happening there for the moment. But if you go to Kenya, Uganda, Zimbabwe to me is the capital of dancehall in Africa. Gambia and those places, when Movado go up there, you know, it's like stadium shows, you know.
Yeah,
and Kenya are much more of the rubber-dub lovers rock, you know.
Okay.
And they have their own style of music as well. But you know, South Africa is building up. There's a lot of sounds in Africa who are still in the growing, developing stage. And
so are there a lot of clashes? So are there a lot of clashes?
Yes, there's very low level clashes, and you will hear a lot of local dubs, like local artists, because truth be told, they can't really afford dub plates from Jamaica.
Right.
That's just the truth. But you know, there's some sounds out there that, given the right opportunity, like when it comes to juggling, there's a sound called Reggae Boys in Kenya. Dangerous. When the man juggle, they make speech in Swahili and boss up dance, you know. And it's a lot of them all over the place.
You know, growing up, you must have looked up to some sound, at least a sound, because I don't know right now. Or first, let me ask you this. You get hired for a dance. I know you could juggle and stuff, but is it clash where you want to be? Is it straight clash that you would like to do? Or you want to juggle in a dance as well?
I want to do it all, man. I want to produce. We only live once, Wiz.
Yeah.
The only thing you can get back is time wasted, bro. You can get back any other thing. You can get back a woman. You can get back a wife. You can get back everything else, but time wasted, it not forward back, you know, brother.
Right, of course.
And if you can do it, you might as well do it while you can, because you don't want to kick back and say, I wish, yo, I can't afford to talk like that, bro. I don't have time for that. That's why to me, when people always trying to talk about all these things that are happening to me and not happening to Mystic, yo, brother, I know me alone. When the Japanese went to Italy to clash, we never hear them say anything about that. I wasn't booked for that. And guess what? The Japanese dropped out of the world class before me, right?
Right.
You know what I did? I know my position, brother. There are people who are going to work with you and people who are not going to work with you. You just find those who want to work with you and work with them. Because I clashed the Japanese in Bermuda, and I killed him. And I still have, when I went to Japan, guess what? He was the first person to book me for a dance on his show, his night.
Yeah.
This is a business. So all the personal stuff, cut me out of that, you know? I'm not about to sit back in Kansas City. Listen to me, man. When I was going to this clash and people heard an African from Kansas City, I laughed them and them laugh off of me, brother. Truth be told.
Laughing after you.
Laugh as you are Kansas City, I want that. brother, when I came to Kansas City, there's Jamaicans living in Kansas City since since the 70s. You know, places like Jefferson City. There's a university in Jefferson City, right? The whole truck teams are Jamaicans. The boys and the girls are all Jamaicans.
Yeah.
They're Africans too. People are all over the place. But my whole thing was this: everybody know who the African is. It's not even a question. Even the way I talk, my accent, you can tell. When Jamie linked me, big up Jamie from Young Hawk. Jamie linked me with Chin to be on the US Rumble.
Okay.
And when they told Chin is a youth from Kansas City, Chin was like, Kansas City? What? He said, yeah, man, but Chin is a businessman. He said, guess what? That'll go look good on the flyer too, you know. A son from Kansas City. We maybe see what I want, you know? And I got on there and I did what I had to do. One of the speeches I said that night there, I tricked them. Me not live at Kansas City. Africa me come from, because guess what? Them now keep African Rumble. So any means necessary if you make it a world clash. I go up there, I put on my African dashiki. When you look at that dashiki, it's like I even put it on the wrong way, bro. You know, you know what I mean? I had a pin, I had to tie that. Yeah, it's like when we walk up there, brother, I'm so uncomfortable. There was a time I jumped from the speakers, brother.
Yeah.
And when I land, I said, yo, what? And when I went to US Rumble, I go link up with my good brethren, King Fargo. Anybody that know King Fargo, him is a joker, you know. Give you jokes all day. That's just to show you how nervous I was.
Man said he put on the dashiki wrong.
Yo, you put on the dashiki wrong, brother. The hat like sideways. But guess what? It was time to go, bro. But when I got up there, people look at me and say, what? Who this? They've never seen this before. So I draw for that tune here. Let me play you that tune here.
Yeah. Walshy Fire, big respect. Yo, Walshy Fire, link me. I'm trying to link you on the DM. I'm trying to link Walshy. This tune?
This child, wicked and wild, well versatile, yes indeed. Oh, yeah. One in. Dynamic sound, but it's another word it is, and the rest it is, and I forgot what it is. Dynamic sound, but from morning. Hey, man African, we kill sound and send the trophy on a motherland. From your red bad sound, we say push up on no one. Dynamic, the body sting from South Sudan. Kick boy in a them face with the style and pattern. Mama feel the bang original African. A girl alone can touch you that shaky pants. Real mother.
Because it goes with what I was telling you, like, I trick them. Them now keep African Rumble. And in the back of my mind, it's all sound talk, you know? You gotta kind of sell an idea to people and see what I go on. But the truth and the matter is, prior to that, they had never had an African in World Clash. So I was going out there to make a name for myself. So I tell you the truth, even when my laptop mash up, yo, I wasn't really worried.
Here at the Rumble, your laptop mash up too?
Man, at the US.
Yeah, you know that laptop there. 2 times that laptop they pop down for you done.
Brother, you may get rid of that laptop after US.
Good,
Rumble.
man. Yeah. The laptop,
because guess what? You see, the thing about it is they had a Rain 58 mixer. And I had Serato Scratch, but for some reason it wasn't working. You can even hear Ajax say, yo, boss a joke or something. So I said, nah, man, fuck it. I'm just gonna use somebody else's laptop. And the rest of it basically is, I was thinking like, man, I've been working hard all this time to come a US Rumble and flop like this. I was like, I wasn't going like that. Yo, I even had some CDs. I was gonna go backstage and burn some CDs, bro. You know? But you know, it's them time that you're not, you know, you want to be calm because the clash started already, you know. So when your time come around, it's either you play or you don't play. And
Right.
I know what I had prepared too. So yeah, man.
Chano. Yo,
Yeah.
nobody, you know.
Yo,
Yeah,
yeah,
see,
man. My old laptop had a CD-ROM, so I was ready to burn some CDs. Yeah, man.
yeah, no, you know, you're going through some struggles, my brother. Some struggles, but you know, you survived through it, man, and you're doing. You survived through it, and you're doing very, very well. You know, I just want to know, like, how difficult it is to not have. I don't know if, you know, I would put myself in your position and not have the respect that you so-called are working for or earn from, let's say, the dinosaurs in the business, because they keep it so, you know, back to the 90s, and they don't think the clash is a joke thing right now. But is that your fault? Is that something that, you know, I don't think so. I mean, you play what you're booked for, correct?
Yeah, man, that's a very tricky question, because you don't want to say something and then people take it the wrong way. You know, this business is so huge, man. Like, I know sounds that have never touched US soil that are very successful. I know sounds that have never been to Jamaica and they're doing their thing, bro. You know, I know sounds in Jamaica that have never touched the US soil and they're doing their thing in Jamaica. So I don't see how this whole big deal is about, yo, if a man don't respect me, that's cool, you know, brother. Because me never see them in the studio with me when me put in work. It's like everybody, a lot of people rate you because freedom friend rate you. Me don't want them type of ratings, you know, brother. And sometimes their friends rate you for the wrong reasons. Them rate you too, them can control you and make you say jump and you can't jump. Me not depend that, man. Anybody that knows dynamic will tell you that you are doing thing, you know. And when I used to start doing the whole artist thing, I used to go to the studio and just watch how people are using Acid Pro, you know. What's the other program called? Logic Pro, and those not Logic Pro, the one with Cool Edit, those
Cool it.
kind of
Okay.
programs.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll look and see how people are using that. And I'm like, man, them time that we are broke, we don't even own a laptop, you know, brother. You know, them time they be a window shopping, we go to the mall every day and just look at the laptop and just meditate and get back on the bus and go back home. You know, you just go up there, it's like I sniff the new laptop. Them, yo, you know how much time I walk in an Apple store and look on the MacBook and say, Jesus Christ, one day, brother.
One day.
One day, because I already kind of had a game plan for what I'm doing. You know, and thank God I'm here right now. And when people see dynamic, it's not really me alone, you know. It's a lot of people that are behind the scenes that I talk to every now and then. I call them, we have conversations, and I ask him like, yo, I want to do this. What do you think? Yeah, don't do that, blah, blah. And you just got to surround yourself with the right people, bro. The people who want the best for you and will tell you you are wrong when you're wrong. Me no want no bag of yes man around me, brother. Can't bother with that.
100. That's straight, for real, for real.
Yeah, man.
Let me ask you a question about artists. You're now an international sound. Have you found the prices for artists differentiate now from back then to what it is now, or, you know, because it's getting pricey?
You see, my sound busting at the wrong time, bro. I tell people my sound bust in the wrong time. Like $1,000 is like the normal thing right now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story. When I was going to Jamaica, I tried to voice some artist. The man did not even want to have a conversation with me, bro. I owe you. We don't know you, brother.
I've been there.
I say, all right, cool, no problem. But you see, after Boom Clash, Them have to go look for the crocodile, man. Yeah, man, yeah. When them call you, say, who this? Yeah, are you? All right, cool. Yeah, what? This is my email. Do what you have to do. You know what to do, and I split me on my tune them.
Well, I say I have to go look for the crocodile. I have to go look for him.
Yeah, brother. I tell some people all the time, you know. An artist, I never disrespect any artist.
Right, of course not.
But also artists need to understand sound woman can work around them.
First, what year did that's a good question. Like, what year did your sound you start building dynamic?
The first dub I voiced was in 2000, and I was still on this 2000, 2002 was I Wayne before I Wayne was nobody. It's a guy named Lynx, man, that voiced me that. Them time, I think that right before Cartel and everything, them boss, because Bascomex was the link. You know, Bascomex we voiced some tune for Shashamane, and I Wayne was part of the link, and also Egyptian was there, and then Cartel came about maybe around 2000, 2001.
Because you had just left Shashamane, correct?
No, I was still on Shashamane while voicing.
Huh?
I was still on Shashamane while voicing.
Oh, you're still on Shashamane, but you saw the future. You saw the future.
Yeah, but also it was some of the ideas I wanted that they didn't want.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
And I said I was gonna voice this dub for my I was gonna build a sound for my son or my nephews, whoever wanna play. So that's why when you hear my dub plates, when you hear Prince Zion is my nephew. When you hear Adelio, that's my nephew. When you hear Nolan, that's my son. When you hear Volcano, that's my big brother.
Okay.
So it's a family thing. So I had a conversation with my big brother, and I told him, yo, we're just gonna put our nephew's son names on it, in case they grow up and they wanna play the sound, they have something already, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you already set your foundation. You're already, you know, on your way to think.
That's if they pick it up, because I hear my nephew right now playing baseball and football we grew up playing, so I don't know how I go on with that.
Yeah. I know. My son's not doing nothing with my laptop, man. He might take up he's a hip hop guy, so maybe I have to invest in a lot of hip hop for him still.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, but you know, you gotta let them be whoever they want to be. You know?
Whatever they want to do, you know, whatever they want to do, as long as it keeps them out of trouble. Like, cause this is what kept me out of trouble. You see what I'm saying? You know, let me just ask you now. Let's get to the future. We're finally going to come out. One day, hopefully, God spares our lives. We come out of this and we're all good and healthy and ready to go on the road. Where's Dynamic off to next? What's the next movement? What's the next, you know, project?
Well, so far, World Clash is still on October 3rd.
Okay.
And
which you're gonna face Mystic again.
Yeah, man. Me not face them. I go kick them, man.
Okay.
Because Wiz, I want you to put your cash up right now, and I'll send you $1 million if you tell me which trophy Mystic ever win out of Canada. Bring it back to Canada.
Well, you them got a little fight still. That's all I can say.
It's not a trick question, bro.
I'm trying to help them because we're in Canada, you know. But I can't lie on this show. I can't lie on this show. I don't believe that there's a trophy that they've won outside of Canada.
All right. Next question then.
We don't lie on this show. I can't lie on this show. So,
bro, listen to me, man. Some selector only bad in them yard, man. Anybody can jump around them bridge, you know. Blah, 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 anybody. We go to Bermuda and win Clash. We go to Germany, win Clash. Hey, you gotta hit the game, not the player, bro.
like I said, maybe if they get the opportunity, but that's for Mystic, you know. Maybe if they get the opportunity.
Man, shut up! Get out of here with that, man. Get out of here. Don't come on, cut it out.
No, I didn't say they win. I said maybe if they get the opportunity.
You sound like a Mystic spokesperson right now. What you mean opportunity? What?
Look, hold on. Look, what does this flag say? What does this flag?
Listen to me, brother.
Flag? What is this flag?
What more opportunity do you need than winning a world-class trophy?
Well, hey, I agree with you. I agree with you. 100, you are correct. But I'm not in it, so I can just talk from the outside.
Brother,
just a strong supporter, you know.
When my whole thing is this, you cannot.
You're right.
You cannot sit when you look at the mirror. You know, you are looking.
You are correct. You are right.
Brother, and that's when you look at the mirror, that's the person you need to blame for every bullshit that ever happened to you, because you let shit happen to you, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you. I 100% agree. 100%.
I'll tell you something.
I agree.
When Capitan first came to Kansas City,
yeah,
I kid you not, this is like probably 5 years ago. I did not have not even one Capitan dog. I was part of the promotions.
Right.
I never voiced that night. King Shine and them voice. Cool. We link back with Capitan because guess what? I never stopped work for it. I say, yo, fireman, need some tune. And this me have. And he work with me.
Yeah, yeah. Now, he's nice. He worked with me like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta keep going, because if I was the world-class champion, you know what's the first thing I'm doing? Me I call CNN for your interview, brother. Me I send them email every day. Yo, if they don't know about world-class, me I call him Chin. I say, yo, Chin, here what? Call Billboard magazine. Call this and that. Call whatever. The Canada Ministry of Youth and Culture. Something. We gotta do something about this. You understand? It's not about clash every time, brother.
You are correct. You are correct. Big man thing.
So like when you sit back and say people blackmailing you, come on, man, you look like a fool, brother.
Yeah.
Because Chin have nothing to do with Boom Clash. Chin have nothing to do with Rebel Salute.
Listen, all I said was you're going to meet Mystic over there, and you said you're going to kick them up, and you're allowed to say that. You know what you're capable of, right? So it's just what it is. Like they need to set for themselves. That's a for them problem. You see, but I understand exactly what you're saying, and you're correct.
Now I feel them problem, because prior to that you were like, nah, Wiz, let me tell you something.
No.
They wasted time. Talk the truth. They wasted time and
wasted
the opportunity, bro.
Understand. I understand. But what I'm saying is that I'm here. And as a man, look, you know, I get chastised already because I'm a Lakers fan. I'm not a Raptors fan. I'm a Lakers fan. But my problem is, in our city, I think Canadian sounds already have a bad stigma about us, because some of us lack the promotion, some of us lack the marketing.
Stop.
No, we lack it.
Stop it. That is the best opportunity, because you guys already know what the problem is.
Yes.
You name them, so that means you know what the problem is.
What
you do. You don't fucking do the same mistake over.
And I agree. But we're not unified. Yo, there's enough of us over here, but we're not unified enough to when we step as a unification, everybody's on their own, brothers.
Brother, you now look for the wrong team.
It's the wrong team.
Brother, listen to me, man. In the sound business, everybody's cool with you until you lose. Right away. But guess what? You gotta look around. Who's around when you lose? And them people you keeping around. But it's like it's like you guys have the same problem over the years, and still doing the same thing. You can't blame the rest of the world now. That problem is an internal problem now.
That's right. We have to blame ourselves. And I've been saying it. I've been saying it. You see what I'm saying? Look, I get some of the greatest interviews in the world. Some of the top man. But you still have men who do interviews who will want to crush my thing to elevate it. I have to fight through all of that and find a next way to elevate my game and stay in my lane.
You know, you say when you don't get fight in whatever you're doing, you're not doing the right thing.
You're not doing the right thing. So I just take it with, I used to use ignorance before. Now I use intelligence.
Yeah, you got to. You got
see what I'm saying?
You got to work smarter, not harder, bro.
Yeah, I don't business. And that's what we have to do. And like this interview, you've shown that people don't know, you've shown us some history of how Dynamic came about, some history of
let me tell you one thing. The first time I ever clashed in Canada, we used to live in a place called Erie, Pennsylvania. That is right across the Lake Erie. If I'm in Erie, across the lake, I can see Toronto.
Okay.
And the buses used to come from Toronto, and people used to come do their shopping in Erie. You know those buses?
Yeah, I know I know the church bus them.
Yeah, the first dance was Shashamane, Black Cat, Rebel Tone, Desert Storm, and King Turbo.
Yeah.
I was still new on the sound. My first time experiencing sound clash. Before that, I was just listening, and I was this kid that was just ready. I took a Greyhound bus from Erie, Pennsylvania. Made a connection in Buffalo, New York. You already know how that go.
Yeah.
Go through Canada. Them time there, we across the border with a green card, brother.
Yeah.
Not even a passport. I went to the dance and I paid my way in. And early warm-up, Super Fresh and them will tell you they were all there. I wasn't going there to do anything, bro. I was just going there to see a clash between an African sound that I might possibly be a part of and everybody else, right? Mind you, me just come off of the Greyhound bus, you know, brother. I stink like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You already know how sitting in the Greyhound bus is.
Yeah, yeah.
But my mind, I had the little Walkman just listening to Audio Max. You know, them time I used to actually record. I used to thief audio from Audio Max. And when him come in with his little jingle, Audio Max with the echo and delay, you know them things there.
Of course.
So me in a dance, it was Shashamane time to play. The owner went up there, Bingy, and he was playing by himself. The MCs at that time were some Jamaican guys, right? And I guess they were outside smoking. But to me, I want to learn so much about this sound and clash thing. I was in there from the beginning and just watching everything, you know? And I realized Bingy was just playing by himself. No MC. I don't know what the hell took over me. I walked up on that stage and took the talkaphone and just start talk.
For Shashamane.
Everybody that night had no idea I was still not associated with the sound. I was still like trying to be on the sound. But Q is the African sound, and them time my accent was even deeper. And let me tell you what happened. Almighty Father was working with me. So one of the turntables was messing up. And Bingy was fixing it. And the first thing I said was like, promoter, what is this? We come all the way from Africa to play on messed up turntables? The whole place, boss. And then the song after that, Bingy played, we can't beg no pardon, the Capitan. Bust the place. That moment is when I was like, yo, this can't work. So that was just the early warm-up. And the youth them came back, you know, they didn't know what happened in the dance. And they were like, oh shit. So when you listen to the audio, the youth was like, yo, you know what, say Shashamane have a Jamaican on the sound too. Me, I knew my place. I went and stood on the corner. I had nothing to do with the song. After he was playing for a little bit, I kid you not, ask Superfresh Prophet. Prophet and them are the one letting the African youth make him play for him own sound. They had no idea I was still not even on the sound then.
Oh.
You know, they let him make the African youth play. So that's when I was literally guessing the whole time. I had no idea about some of the tunes Shashamane had, because I never had the tunes. So I was just talking and tune will drop and I run out into the crowd. And one of the biggest forward for the night, I said something like, you see this trophy? When I win this trophy, I'm gonna take it to Africa. I'm gonna give it to my cousin Kuku. I'm gonna give it to my cousin Lulu. Whatever, we're gonna take it all over the village. And the mighty diamonds drop. Shashamane never run away. Players bust. And that was my kind of first experience with the whole clashing. And after that, I started. Big up Black Cat. They ended up winning that dance, you know. But it was one of those things like, wow, I can do this, you know. But
you experienced it. You felt the experience.
I have to make sure I do it the right way. So I started doing my research. Yo, them time them Black Chinese CDs are burning up the place. You know, the Renaissance CDs and you know what? Now everybody's like, yo, I never thought I would be where I am today. Because to me, I was always the person like, them no want to see African in this. So I was kind of playing that, them not rate me. Then I realized, brother, I know you know, brother, the work you're putting in, you know.
Yeah.
Because anybody can say everything about you, but you see your work speaks for itself, bro.
The facts are there, bro. Yo, many people don't know. I knew you from when you were an artist.
Yeah, man. I remember you hitting me up, and I think you had a clash, and I was supposed to do you some dubs. Yeah, I remember all of that. Yo, you see our Kingpin from King Addis? Me and them used to play music on Yahoo chat room, you know, brother.
Yeah.
We play music and clash with man like Two Tune and them, and Polish from King Midas, you know, and to see what they're doing, because from those people that were in that Yahoo thing, Kingpin is the one who really got the first boss, you know, because when he got the call from Addis, I remember having a call, Kingpin hitting me up, and it was like, yo, Addis reach out to me. And I think he was playing Melotex at that time.
Okay.
And I was like, shit, what you telling me that for? You better jump on that shit and run with it, bro. And
right away.
Like, but I don't know, man. I'm like, bro, listen to me, man. Addis is a song where you have everything, brother.
Nothing. You just started nothing.
And we celebrated him. And I think the problem with the industry today is nobody's celebrating anybody anymore. You know?
Well, you see, that's why I'm trying to celebrate. I'm trying. Listen. I'm trying. Yo, listen, Dynamic. We've been brethren for like over 15 years, man.
Yes, man.
And to see where you're at in this business, it's a joy. People don't know that I've been your brethren for 15 years. They don't know because I've known him doing music as a singer and roots and culture and them things. So, yo, let me just tell you something, man. Honestly, I'm proud of what you're doing. Happy, you know, for where you're taking your angle, and you have all the knowledge and all the sense, and you know, good things are coming to those because you've waited. You've waited a lot.
You gotta be patient, bro. You gotta be patient, and you see, time is something where don't cheat, you know, brother.
Yo, you're never too old to boss. You're never too young to everything.
When it's your time, it's your time. Yo, listen, all right. When I was doing my singing thing, right?
Yeah.
And in the South Sudanese community, I do shows all over. I go to Finland, I go to Australia. I remember I went to Australia, and that time, one of the popular guys in Australia, his name was what was the Sudanese rapper that was popular? He was even on World Star. And Jimmy Spliff would call me. He was like, yo, what is Australia like? And I'm like, man, and I don't think he really knew what was, because over there was like daytime and over here was nighttime. And he was asking me all this time. And then this time, Jimmy was still going by the name of Nature B on King Shine. He was still working his way up, waiting for his time, you know?
Yeah.
And then once his time reached, he run with it.
Yeah.
Banks. Yeah, the guy name was Banks. And I hear Jimmy was like, yo, make sure you get me a drop from Banks. And I told him, you know, Banks is the one opening my show. Jimmy was like, what? Really? Dude, that dude was in Wallstar and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, man, them with their whole family, and took pictures and whatnot. I'm saying that to say this. Even Jimmy kind of knew his time was gonna come somehow.
And it's coming. Jimmy cussed me that yesterday, but I'm a brethren.
Yeah, man, and not only Jimmy alone, it's a lot of us. Yeah, when it's your time, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna end up talking to Jimmy, because a lot of people are calling his name and not understanding that he's been doing this for a minute, doing it for a while, and his history needs to be told as well. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and this is why
cancer.
I do.
He beat cancer. We have to
he
celebrate
beat cancer. We have to, people don't know that, man. I didn't want to say it, but we have to respect that and give God thanks for that, for him, man, because trust me. So this is why I do this, what I do, these interviews and stuff, is to give a different side, a historical side of what people don't know, and the upcoming and the future of what the sound presents. And I've hit young, old, brand new, foundation, and I'll just continue going on, because these are glorious stories that when people go back on my YouTube and subscribe to Wizology Show, they can go and listen to this and hear and understand, you know, that, okay, if this man could do it and all the struggles that he went through, you have to understand it's not an easy road. But if I keep...
It's so funny you say that, because it's like, as an African, right, I find it very, very disrespectful for a next black person to feel some type of way when I celebrate my Africanness. Yo, brother, sometimes I sit back and I listen to these people, and I become an African whenever they want me to be an African. Whenever it's be a fuckery, I go in Africa, yeah, man, African thing that. But when something is good going on in Africa, now, man, Kansas City him leave, man. I've seen all of that, man. But everybody that know me, they know I put South Sudan before anything, bro. Everywhere I go. When I went to Japan, right? Brother, at the first time you ever see this, Japanese coming to the dance wearing dashikis with Japanese, with South Sudan flags, you know, brother. I felt so emotional. I've never ever experienced anything like that. Even when I go to South Sudanese parties, I've never seen a South Sudanese come up to me with a South Sudan flag. I went to Japan in Osaka and I saw that. These people don't know me from nowhere but sound system culture. That's why, you see, when people give me an opportunity, I respect that, brother. Yo, when I'm taking pictures with about 6 Japanese girls, all of them in a dashikis, I feel like a king, man.
Yeah.
And guess what? They just came to hear me play reggae music, bro.
Real thing.
You know? And
yeah.
And when I hear people talk about the sound business is flopping, this and that, nah, bro. You are the one who just don't know how to deal with the situations right now. It's like, brother, me never hear about a song go to Colombia if you play. Me never hear a song go to Russia if you play. All these places are wide open for this industry. But big up Walshy from Major Lazer. He can tell you the places they've been. They go to some places that you're like, what? You played in India? In festival in these places? You trying to tell me we cannot take good reggae music in those places? Come on, man. We just
Yo,
gotta structure it the right way.
I played in Panama last year, and they
Yeah.
were like, yo, because, you know, they love the reggaeton, like, nuff, nuff, nuff. And a DJ Bredgen played, and now we connect, so I send him a lot. He sends me a lot of reggaeton that I just store, but I send him a lot of the new stuff, and you know, they're going off. So there's places around the world that
There's
you
places,
play at.
the problem is everybody a lot of people put themselves in this one hole and just want to play around people where they
Yeah,
want to
brother.
get ratings from. You know?
Yeah.
Brother, it's like, you have to remember there used to be an artist called Apache India, you know, brother.
You remember him? You remember him?
#1 in the Bombay chart. Yo, that was a #1 song, you know.
Big.
You have to think about these things, bro.
Yeah.
One of the biggest songs in Australia is Mysterious Girl from Peter. What the guy name again? Mysterious girl, I wanna be closer to you. I stop and stare at you, walking out that door.
Wow.
You know the song, man.
Wow.
It's a white guy from Australia singing that song. And that's from like back in the early 90s.
Wow. That's history I don't know. Wow. Yo, listen.
Peter Andre, yeah, man. The artist name is Peter Andre. Yeah, man.
Peter Andre. Okay. All right. I didn't know.
Yeah,
you know, listen, man. It's just nothing but love and respect that I have for you for this business, and all of the selectors, really, you know, that are doing this thing. I mean, it's a rocky road. My last question to you is, would you be offended for your whole career if everybody just keeps like, we want to hear the African clash, we want to hear the African clash? Are you going to feel any sort of way? Because right now, I think that's the scene that you've upheld to where your ratings are, is clash, clash, clash.
The keyword is ratings, bro. So I'll take that. If they want to see that, you know, cool. But I think also it's not me alone. You know, I don't want anybody to ever think I just the African alone. There's a lot of us doing stuff. It's just happened to be the spotlight is on me right now, and I'm very grateful for that. But there's a lot of bad selectors out there, bro.
100.
There's a lot of bad selectors out there, and we all talk behind, you know, closed doors, and you know, we reason and whatnot. We learn from each other, and the ones I call my friends, they respect and understand. Yeah, I'm an African time. Go and do your thing. You know? But there's those that will not even have a conversation with me, and which is fine. You know, I'd rather have one real friend than have 100 fake friends. But as far as the clash, I would love to clash, man. I feel like clash is an art form that I don't think the world has seen the best of me yet, because I have a lot of songs that I haven't played in a dance, in a clash yet. You know, and I really, yeah, man, I need that one-on-one. We can open up the dope box and exercise some tune.
Exercise some tunes.
Exercise some tune, because I'm telling you, brother, I love clash, yo. I love, you know, even juggling dance nowadays, you have to throw in a doublet here and there, you know? Station identification, you see?
Yeah, station identification, my brother.
Yeah,
listen, Dynamic, respect for the interview, respect for taking your time out to, you know, let us into your life and how the bad sound from Africa, you know, was formed, how it's relating to the culture now. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Like, you know,
respect.
There's no stopping you if there's no stopping you, brothers.
I just want to say this. I just want to, because I've never spoken about this whole mystic thing since 2018. Because me as a man, if I lose a clash, I'm good. I'm on to the next. But if there's an advice I can give Mystic and them, nobody's gonna look for you, even if you win 1 million world clashes, bro. You have to go out there and do your thing, brother, and you know what I mean? Make yourself be be seen, you know, like, you know, the first thing I did when people started talking about me, boom, I started doing some photo shoots. Boom, updated my logo, you know. And if you look at my Instagram page, I used to have like 3,000 posts, you know. I delete all of them because now people are going to look at me differently, you know. And I started posting just things that because I know now the attention is on me, you know. So, you know, it's not like we are hating on Mystic for winning. That is one thing they don't get. We don't like the fact you're not doing nothing with the win. Oh, maybe coming from me, it might sound some type of way, but I really want to see Mystic out there clashing. Not necessarily with me. I want to see them clashing with everybody else, but we're not getting that. Guess what? The world is moving on, because your titles now, you end up being the only one celebrating it. Because I'm telling you right now, if they went out there and put on and clash and whatnot, this conversation would have been different.
100.
You know
I agree.
What I mean? So I don't like say we are bad minded. Nobody
No,
wants
I
bad
don't see it as
we
that.
can never do that. You win and everything is cool, but it's
right.
I think the people just want to see you out there do your thing, you know, and that's just that, you know. Like when I lost Jamra Cruz, I really felt some type of way, but at the same time, I was like, yo, you know what, say me mash up the place still, you know, brother. You know, and I was really praying that Mataran and Panther had a good night, because I really wanted to test myself with them. Like seriously, because what Panther don't, truth be told, Panther not no tune like me. He has a bigger name than me, but you see Mataran is like on the cruise when Chin was asking everybody who was gonna win. I kid you not, about 100 people say Mataran, you know.
Yeah.
And Chin have to go edit that video and put in Warrior and Dynamic and Panther, make it look like it's not biased. Ask him. Everybody was Mataran. He had the crowd and everything. So it just happened. We ran
He's one of
with
the goats.
Yeah.
He's one of the goats, man. He's one of the goats. So listen, as a matter of fact, we're going to have some clashes online. I want you to check them out on others was on Vibe Tuesdays and Fridays, right? And then there's a big announcement. We're just settling everything. A big announcement coming up. Hopefully by Monday we'll drop it. But we're gonna start it, and we're not disrespecting anybody who's doing their thing. And we respect, because I'm a respectful gentleman. Like I don't deal with disrespect to get respect. I deal with respect to get respect, right? Yeah. So we're not violating everybody, but as we want to do our thing as well. If we see something that's being done, if you want to say we copied, that's no problem. But I want to give respect to the people that have started it still. So yeah. I hope you have time to check it out. And then hopefully you can click in and give your opinion after them. So there'll be Tuesdays and Fridays, and there's a big announcement for one maybe next week. And we're gonna get some sounds with who our thing. Not coward, no cowards allowed. And
anybody,
you know,
anybody wanna check it out, a bad mind. It's not like they're going anywhere, bro. Nobody's going anywhere, bro. Yeah. Back in the day, y'all, man, no, bro, you're not going nowhere, bro.
Not going nowhere. So Tuesdays and Fridays, Dynamic, respect and thank
Manners.
you.
Yo, big up Bob J, wicked rapper from South Sudan, Randy and everybody. Yo, Wiz, manners.
Blessed love. I'll call you later.
All right.